The 8 stages of meiosis. First, there's a diploid cell with 1, 2, 3, 4 chromosomes, also known as 2 homologous pairs. And later, they become 4 haploid cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, with 2 chromosomes in each haploid cell. Here, there is a cell membrane that goes all around and protects the cell, and a nuclear membrane that protects the chromatin. Here, we have 2 homologous chromosomes, and each one of them has 2 chromatids connected by a centromere. Here we have 2 centrioles, which in metaphase help line up the chromosomes, and in anaphase, they help pull the chromosomes to opposite ends of the cell. Now, let's get on with the process. In meiosis 1, the first phase is prophase 1. In this phase, the nuclear membrane starts to break down and the chromatin condenses into chromosomes. The next phase is metaphase 1. In this phase, the nuclear membrane completely breaks down and chromosomes line up on spindle fibers. Next is anaphase 1. Here, chromosomes separate into homologous pairs and are pulled to opposite ends of the cell. Last phase of meiosis 1 is telophase. Here, the nuclear membrane forms around each pair of homologous chromosomes. Next, the cytoplasm divides, forming 2 cells. Now is meiosis 2. The first phase here is prophase 2. Again, the nuclear membrane breaks down Next is metaphase 2. In this phase, the chromosomes line up along the center of the cell on spindle fibers. Now is anaphase 2. Here, the sister chromatids of each chromosome begin to separate and are moved to opposite ends of the cell. The 8th and final phase of meiosis 2, well, all meiosis in general, is telophase 2. A nuclear membrane forms around each set of chromatids. And, finally, the cytoplasm divides, forming 4 haploid cells. Now for the big idea questions. For question 1, describe the purpose of meiosis and its connection to sexual reproduction. Meiosis is sexual reproduction that occurs in sex cells. 4 haploid cells are made in this process. The daughter cells are different from their parents. They have half the number of chromosomes. Question 2. Describe one advantage of sexual reproduction. One advantage of sexual reproduction is that, because of a mix of genes from mother and father, there is genetic variation. This enables evolution and adapting to fight diseases, illness, and other organisms. Question 3. Describe one disadvantage of sexual reproduction. One disadvantage of sexual reproduction is that it is sometimes hard to find a mate, and it takes time and energy, while in asexual reproduction, there is only one parent and there is no need in finding a mate.